Welcome class. Today we will continue with chapter 13 future tense. In our previous video we have learnt about simple future tense and future continuous tense. So today we will start future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. The future perfect tense is used for talking about an action which will happen in the future before another action in the future. So future perfect tense tells us about the work which will happen in the future but before an action in the future. So future perfect tense, it tells us about any kind of action which will just occur after another action will finish in the future. So the structure is given: subject plus will shall plus have plus past participle of the main verb, means V3 will be used in future perfect tense. See the example: Pankaj will have completed his project by Monday. They will have burnt the village before the army arrives. Here the first work will be done after the another work will occur. So future perfect tense mainly tells us about an action which will happen after another action will arrive. So uses of future perfect tense is: express an action that will be completed before or by a specific time in the future. So it tells us about the action which will happen at a specific time in the future, like the bridge will have been repaired by the next month. So the work of repairing the bridge will be completed by next month. A specific time is given. Second point tells us to make the negative of the future perfect tense, we will add after will. So to make negative sentences in future perfect tense, we will just add not after will. See the example: Raman will have not reached his home. They will not have burnt the village before the army arrives. So not is just added after will. Here also will not, will have not, and here will not. Here a printing mistake is done, will not have reached will be there. So a printing mistake is there. Okay, so we will put not just after will. Now how to prepare questions in future perfect tense. So we will just start the sentence with will, and after will we will place the subject. See the example: will she have gone to America? Will they have burned the village before the army arrives? So first we will write will, which is the auxiliary verb, and after writing will we will write the subjects. So now we will come to fourth kind of future tense, which is future perfect continuous tense. So future perfect continuous tense is used for talking about an action in progress before and up to a specific point of time in the future. So it mainly tells us about an action which is about a work which is in action and in progress before and up to the specific point of time. So it tells us about the work which is done at a specific point of time in future. See the example: they will have been living in Paris for 5 years. A specific point of time is given. I shall have been eating for an hour. An hour here, an hour is a specific point of time. So future perfect continuous tense mainly tells us about the kind of work which is done in a specific point of time in future. So the following structure is given: subject plus will shall plus have plus been plus ing form of the main verb. So this is the structure of future perfect continuous tense. See the uses of future perfect continuous tense. It expresses an action that will have been going on for some time in future. So future perfect continuous tense tells us about the work which will be going on for a specific point of time in the future. See the example: she will have been dancing for 2 hours. A specific point of time is given. So to make negative sentence in future perfect continuous tense, we will just add not after will. The same thing is given here. And to form questions in future perfect continuous tense, we will start the sentence with will, and after writing will we will put the subject. See the example: will they have been living in Paris for 5 years. Now uses of shall and will. Shall is used with I and we. So shall is mainly used with I and we. and will is used with the other subjects like you, he, she, it and singular or plural subjects. So the difference between shall and will is given. Shall is used for expressing a threat, a promise or a command. So we will use shall when basically a threat is given or a promise or command is given in the sentence. See, a threat sentence is given, I shall beat you if you do not keep quiet. The sentence is giving threat. Promise, we shall be rewarded for our effort. This is a promise. Command, we shall not go out without his permission. So this is a command. Shall is also used for asking question, for opinions, suggestion or to know the listener's wish. So shall is used for asking questions regarding opinions, suggestions or to know the listener's wish. Here some of the examples are given which contain shall in it. Now uses of will. Will is used for expressing a wish or an assurance. So whenever we will assure any wish or we will make a wish or we will assure something, will is used. Example, he will do better next time. Second point tells us for expressing a possibility or an expectation. So whenever in a sentence if we express any kind of possibility or any expectation, will is used. Example, the teacher will call her any moment. This is a possibility. Number third tells us for offering an invitation or making a request. So will is used for offering any kind of invitation to someone or making a request to someone. See the example, will you have coffee with me? Will you lend me your belt? So this is examples of making a request. So will is used with it. So students, today we have completed chapter 13. Your homework is to go through the chapter and read the important points. So that's all for today. Thank you.